Last week I did a video on my minimalist makeup, hygiene, and beauty products, and I asked you guys what type of video you wanted to see next, and you said that you wanted to see my minimalist wardrobe. Unfortunately, I was going to do that video for you this week, but my clothes are currently packed in a suitcase because we're getting ready for a 3-night cabin getaway.
The future's here, it's right before your eyes.
Hi everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to the channel. So this week I will not be doing my minimalist wardrobe. I will do that for you guys when we get back. But today I wanted to talk to you about the weekend getaway that we are doing, and most importantly I wanted to talk to you, kind of giving you some tips on keeping the packing and getting things ready, organized, and stress-free, if you will. So if you notice, the theme for this week is kind of like a planning theme. On Wednesday, I shared with you guys how I plan out my homeschooling year, and so today I want to show you how I plan out basically our packing and things like that for the trip. So we can kind of jump in a little bit. I've shown this to you guys before, my success journal. And within my success journal, under my personal section, I have fun to have. So I've made a page here and I put weekend cabin getaway. Basically, we're gonna be spending 3 nights and 4 days out. So my husband normally has Saturday and Sunday off, so he went ahead and took off Friday and Monday. So he has a 4-day weekend. You guys are gonna see this video on Friday. I'm actually filming it on Wednesday because we are kind of getting ready to go. But I wanted to kind of show you how I decide what to pack and everything that needs to get done before we leave. So I started this on Tuesday and we're leaving Friday morning. So that's basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days before we leave is kind of how I do this, and I really do enjoy, I enjoy making this. You guys seen my budget forms and stuff. I'm very much a planner and a nerd when it comes to these things, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy packing. I enjoy deciding like what are we gonna eat, what are we bringing, I enjoy doing all of that. Last month we did a weekend getaway. We went camping at the lake, and I didn't really film any of that because it truly was just a spur of the moment. I think we decided like the day before, like, let's go. But this packing, the structure I'm going to show you here in a minute, can be applied to basically any trip, which I like. So the first thing I do is I write down, I don't know if you guys can see that. My handwriting is horrible, but I write down clothes, okay? And I start with clothes because I find this to be the easiest. Now we are, like I mentioned, I am a minimalist, so I don't really own too many clothes to begin with. So what I do is when I'm writing my list for clothes, I take into account a few things. One is, where are we going? What is the climate like? So is it going to be cold? Is it going to be snowy? Will it possibly be rainy? Is it going to be hot? Things like that. So you want to take into account what might be different from where you're at now, and obviously the time of the year it is. So for us, we're going up to Sedona, which is roughly 2.5 hours north of where we're at in the valley here in Arizona. So it should be, it's usually about 20 degrees cooler up there. We're in the hundreds down here. So it should be, during the day, it's still gonna be probably in the 80s up there. But in the night, I'm looking forward to it actually getting cold enough to have to wear a light jacket or a long sleeve or something like that. So I take that into consideration. The second thing you want to take into consideration when making your list of what clothes you need to pack is what activities are you going to be doing. So for us, we're going to be, we're basically doing a no electronics time. We will have the cameras, so we will be filming, but we will not be watching anything. We will not be on cell phones and stuff like that, so it should be interesting. We're actually taking this trip too with my best friend and her husband. They so graciously paid for the cabin for my daughter's birthday, and in return my husband will be cooking up some awesome Filipino dishes. So we're excited for that, and we're super grateful for them for doing that. So what are we gonna be doing up there? we're going to be exploring the area. So we're going to be hiking. There's a creek up there, so we might be getting wet, playing in the creek. My husband wants to go fishing. So those are some of the things that we're going to be doing. So we need to consider what type of items are we going to need. So bathing suits, swim shoes, hiking packs, things like, oh, actually I'll come back to the hiking packs in a minute, but you know, those type of things. So when you're making your list for your clothes that you're bringing on a trip, and again, I recommend you do this a couple days before you're going to leave. And this is going to allow you, one, write it down to get it out of your head. You can refer back to it, see if there's anything you forgot. And two, you're gonna make sure that you get your laundry done and get everything ready to go. Okay, so clothes is what I always start with. So for us, again, we're packing pretty light. Basically, we're just doing 4 pairs of socks and underwear. I'm bringing a sports bra and a top with a built-in sports bra. We're just gonna bring tennis shoes and water shoes. We're gonna bring our bathing suits. We're gonna bring 1 pair of pants, 1 pair of shorts, and 1 pair of sleeping bottoms. And then we'll just rotate through them as we need throughout those days. We're gonna bring 1 long sleeve shirt as a cover up, 4 tops and 1 light jacket, and then we're gonna have a hat and sunglasses. So that's pretty much all we're bringing for our clothes, and that's based on what the weather is gonna be like and what activities we are doing, and then how many days we're gonna be there. So basically 3 days. The 4th day, the day that we drive up, we'll be wearing our clothes. So the second category I do is the miscellaneous category, okay? So this is everything, sunscreen, bug spray, chapstick, basically all your toiletries. So you want to make a list for that. Again, you're going to make a list based on what are the activities that you're going to be doing and what's out there. The third area I have is the fun area. Okay, so this is you're going to maybe write down what activities you're going to be doing, but for us, like I mentioned, there's going to be no electronics. So what are we going to bring to entertain 2 small children? So I have on here games. So we have a few games. I'm going to be showing you guys all of this. Like I mentioned, I am going to be filming the trip, so I'm going to do that more of a vlog style, kind of the day in the life, behind the scenes vlog type thing. I will not be sitting down here talking to you, so you'll see a lot of that for next week's videos. We'll share with you kind of how we packed and everything, but today's just kind of telling you how I organized to get going. So make a list of the games we're going to bring, the books we're going to bring, toys, camera gear, our day pack, like hiking stuff, fishing stuff, anything, camping chairs, things that we might need. Now, we are staying in a cabin that it has a kitchen in there that should be stocked. We'll be bringing some of our own cooking gear just in case. And so it will have all the bedding and the towels and all of that that we will need, but we will still need towels for out by the creek, and we still will need a little of our own cooking gear because we're not quite sure what they will have on hand. And so that brings me to our last area, which is the food category. So again, with food, you have to ask yourself, sorry, my neighbors are loud up there. You have to ask yourself, are you going to be staying, are you camping in a tent where you're going to need a cooler, and so are you going to be cooking with a little stove? Are you going to be like us, we're going to be in a cabin with a fully functioning kitchen? Or are you going to be staying somewhere like a luxury resort, like an all-inclusive resort where all of your meals are included and you don't have to cook? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or are you planning on eating out most of your meals? So that's what you guys need to decide. So you need to decide what types of snacks are you bringing, again, to go along with the activities that you're doing. What meals do you want to have? So you make a list on here, whether you're eating out or what they are, whether you're eating or cooking or whatever, and you make a list of what you're doing. And then you can also create a food budget for your groceries and or eating out, okay? So that's what I recommend doing. So for us, we're doing the basic breakfast, eggs, bacon, and hash browns. Lunch, we're gonna do sandwiches with fruit and chips. Dinners, like I mentioned, Ricky's gonna be making a few different Filipino dishes. So he's gonna be making pancit, caldereta, lumpia, and then we're gonna barbecue on the grill. And so, with some nice jasmine rice to go with a lot of those. And then some snacks, basically fruits, vegetables, hard-boiled eggs, chips, things like that. So that's what I've done. That's how I've planned out my packing list, if you will. And this is also helping me to for my shopping list. So with the food and within items in here, what I've done, I don't know if you can see it, maybe not, I have little dots. I put little dots next to things that we need to buy. Okay, so I need to get more sunscreen and bug spray, and then we have most of the food we need to buy. So today is Wednesday, so we're gonna be picking up the food. Again, you're seeing this on Friday. Friday morning, I literally am uploading this video for you guys, and then we are driving to Sedona. So as you're watching it, hopefully we are driving up to the cooler weather. Then the last thing I do is I make a to-do list, things that need to get done before we leave, okay? So the main thing for me, I do this all the time, even if we're just leaving for one night, is I want the house clean. If you guys watched, I did a day in the life minimalist cleaning routine, basically my daily minimalist cleaning routine. So that's done every day. So for the most part, the house really isn't dirty. But I'm talking about all that deep cleaning that I normally do on Saturday, laundry, bathrooms, vacuuming, mopping, that type of stuff. I want to make sure it's done by the day before we leave. So I've already started a lot of that. We've already done all of the laundry. We've started packing. Ricky had cleaned out the car, so we can get that going. And I've cleaned the bathroom. So really the only thing we have left to do are mopping the floors, and Ricky is gonna do that for me because I hate mopping the floors, honestly. And then we're going to do grocery shopping today. Like I said, is Wednesday, so we're gonna do all of our grocery shopping today. Thursday, Ricky will prep some of his food. He's still working Thursday, so after work he will prep some of his food. I'm gonna do a few of the other last minute errands that we might need to do, like filling up the gas tank, and we're gonna finish packing up, and we will load the car. We'll probably load the car up with a majority of our things before we actually hit the road, and then Friday all we have to do is put all the food in the cooler, and then we are ready to go. So again, I made my to-do list. So the first one is cleaning. So I made a list of all the things that I wanted to make sure that we got done, and I put on here trash to take out Friday morning. So I want to take all the trash out of the house before we leave, right before we leave, so we don't come back to any trash. And another reason, this is why I clean before we leave, because it's once you've had a long weekend, a nice fun weekend, you don't want to come home to a dirty place, or you don't have to come home and be like, oh, I have to unpack and clean up. Nope, it's already clean. Same thing, we're gonna make sure we bump our thermostat up or down. Make it warmer in here so the air conditioner doesn't bump on all the time. And then I have on here shopping, like I mentioned. So I had a list we had to do shopping, which we're doing today. And then packing, I put ongoing because we've already started packing. And we need to put gas in the car, clean out the car, Ricky's already done. We need to load the car. And then a few other things that we need to get done that are not relevant to the trip, but that need to get done before the trip. One being I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday. And we have and for YouTube, I like to have my videos up on Wednesday and Friday. So I had a list to film and to post my 2 videos, which, if you're watching this, means I succeeded in doing that. So we're super excited, you guys. Like I mentioned, I was going to do my minimalist wardrobe for you, but some of my stuff is packed already. So I will make that video for you. I will probably make it next week, but I may not post it until the following week because we will be vlogging. Like I said, we'll be doing the filming of the actual trip, maybe share with you some of the fun things that we're doing, because we're gonna have a whole weekend with no electronics, being out in nature. Ricky and I do plan on filming a few videos out there as well for you guys. It is coming up to the sugar beet harvest and Amazon, those seasonal work camping jobs that we did. So we're going to talk about those a little bit because we have been getting a lot of new questions. So we want to make sure we can answer them for you. So we're going to make a few videos for you guys, and then I'm going to make one other video. I have gone over my minimalist nutrition plan, my minimalist workout plan, and within that there's the minimalist lifestyle, and those are all based off of the primal blueprint that I follow. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that minimalist lifestyle while we are living it up north. with no electronics, which should be very nice. As well, I will be starting at Amazon again in September as a seasonal part-time job. So this is kind of that last minute vacation, mini vacation before I go back to work for the rest of the year. But yeah, leave me if any of you have any tips for people who are planning a weekend getaway or a trip, if you have any tips on planning or how you plan for something, the time frame that you use, anything like that, leave them in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.